Okay, what we have here is a Coleco Vision. Backstory, I had one when I was a kid, one of the first gaming systems I owned. It had died, and then I got another one. That's this one. When I was older, I got a Sega Genesis or a Dreamcast or one of those, so this got put away. And I had a nephew who didn't have a gaming system at the time. So I let him have it. Eventually he packed it away. It's been sitting in one of his closets in this box. He's moving out of town, so he didn't want to take it with him, so he gave it back to me. We don't know if it works. It's just been sitting in this box. This is exactly the way he handed it to me. We're going to go through the stuff, and eventually we'll clean it up and plug it in and see if it works. But this is just sort of us discovering what's in the box. Okay, so we unpacked the ColecoVision, unpacked the box, and step one for us is going to be to plug it in and see if the system has life. Power cord, the box itself, it's possible that one of them doesn't work. So we're going to start with that and see if it works. Now we only have a digital TV in the house at this time. So what we did is we took the switch box. People who had these systems will remember these. Switch it from game to TV. We hooked that to our digital analog converter that we have, and hopefully that'll get the signal from the standard analog to our digital TV. We were missing this cord, but if I remember correctly, those cords were pretty universal. I had one sitting in my garage from something else plugged in. We hooked it to that, and hopefully that'll work. But we'd like to make sure that the box itself works before we put too much time into cleaning things up. So here we go. We'll flip that on. That's a good sign. And there it is. Fuzzy picture, but these boxes, oops, well, there we go. These boxes had a tendency to do that anyway. I do have an old analog TV in the garage. We could always hook it to that. That might help clear it up also. But nonetheless, that's success. We're excited about that. 1982. So that was a few years ago. But the box works. We'll get her cleaned up. The people who had these consoles remember that dust and dirt would get in those, and then the cartridges wouldn't work right. So we'll clean everything, controllers, games, the box itself, get everything cleaned up before we really try to start any of the games, and hopefully some of the games still work. Alright, we have the Coleco Vision all cleaned up, reassembled, and we're ready to try some games. We have the Donkey Kong game in there now, and we will turn this on and see if we can play this game. There is the Donkey Kong screen.